those crowds comes millions of dollars for our businesses. But even if you wear a mask, keep your distance, and find yourself outside, a big event could still put you feet away from someone else who's infected. Rubio says his camera right there is motion activated, and he says when the trespassers heard it come on, they ran. Experts say with the COVID we've seen over the last year and a half, if you were sick and walked into a room with close contact, you could infect 2 people. With the new Delta variant, if you're sick and do the same thing, you could infect around 5 or 6 people. And that's because people who have the new variant are carrying way more of the virus. She says deputies told her her husband's killer was acting in self-defense. But in this new video she shared with me tonight, she says it paints a different picture. Just look at these trees. You can see they're really moving. All day we have been tracking the wind speeds out here. Earlier this morning they were about 6 to 8 miles per hour when we used this anemometer. We just checked them again and now they're closer to 20 miles an hour. Right now in Cape Coral, the city is strictly enforcing their 2-day-a-week watering schedule. Since it's so dry, the city is stepping up enforcement to stop people from watering more, to make sure there's enough to go around. Where am I in line on the state's registration website? That is the biggest question I get. People wanting to know if they're next in line, a little further down, or even in the back of the line. The suspect was caught hiding behind that couch, and the store owner says after they closed up, it took the suspect less than 7 minutes to swipe $250,000 in jewelry before getting away. Residents say that the gunshots were so loud it almost sounded like fireworks, and you can see the damage. This SUV is just covered with bullet holes. Dozens of people were lining Marion Avenue here for one of the rallies supporting the post office. Their message, making sure nothing gets in the way of people mailing in their ballots for the next election. For a lot of people who are trying to file unemployment right now, here's just a few of the problems they're facing. If they try to call,
all it does is it lets you go all the way through the prompts, gives you a little bit of hope, and then it hangs up on you.
It was a crime of passion. Tonight, we have the police report detailing Aiken's confession, saying he robbed the Midwest One bank to buy new tires for the woman he's having an affair with. But the bank robbery bust actually started here at the Sanibel Captiva Community Bank. Acting suspiciously, deputies say Aiken walked in, asked what the bank was named, and then left. A few hours later, showing up to this Iberia bank, pulling on the locked doors. When he couldn't get inside, he ran. But the bank robber getting brazen. Around 4, showing up to this Fifth Third bank, the manager saying it was suspicious. Aiken even asking for water, then once again taking off. After casing the banks, finally making a move at Midwest One, passing a note like this to the teller, saying they were being robbed. Aiken asking for money, getting away with $960. But here's where things get interesting. While deputies were investigating this robbery, Aiken's mistress was getting new tires at this auto shop a few hundred feet away. Moments after deputies left the area, Aiken showing up in a silver Cadillac, even changing his clothes in the car. To pay the mistress's tab, he was caught counting small bills, the manager eyeing in on Aiken's large hands, picking them out from these pictures that were posted. After getting tipped off, deputies finding marked bills, and Aiken even confessing to the crime. Now he's paying a price for a payday, his luck running out while looking for love. We have reached out, but so far Glenn and his mistress haven't wanted to share their side of the story. In Fort Myers, Jessica Babb, NBC2. Inside the Catalina Isles community, nice homes, kids playing, and this.
We received just a note that was left on the little man, as we call him now.
This sign, a sticking point.
So we put the man there since the kids were always out playing, just to slow down traffic.
Sometimes people just come like zooming in through here.
The vivid neon yellow color, red flag, and message to slow your speed, unacceptable to the HOA.
And they said that actually the board in the neighborhood wants all signage removed. We have 72 hours to take him down.
Who does that?
Saying sayonara to the signs.
I think it was any and all signage in anybody's yard.
Once watching over kids in the cul-de-sac.
This past weekend, somebody moved him up to our garage.
Even though this green guy has been here for months, the HOA is now saying he's got to go. To fight it, they're passing around this petition.
Everybody's signing it.
We'd love better lighting, and then we'd love signage that says, slow down, maybe the speed limit, children are playing, just something permanent. They were just kind of dismissive when it comes to children's safety.
Kids even campaigning for the cause, going door to door.
And they're saying like, yeah, we can totally help.
To my husband and I, and we were very quick to sign it. How out of touch are the people on our board that they don't realize or prioritize the safety of our kids in the neighborhood.
We've reached out to the community for comment, but haven't heard back.
I think it makes the community look bad that they're fighting against a little neon green man holding a sign that says, "Watch out for kids."
Neighbors saying they hope their petition passes,
A little crazy that the little green man has to go.
so the little man can still stand.
It kind of makes me feel like happy that I'm sticking up for myself and everybody that's playing here.
In Fort Myers, Jessica Babb, NBC2. Tensions were running high tonight. We wanted to do this poll to gauge how people would feel if the reopening started to roll back. But our time was cut short tonight. A man came up to my photographer and I 3 different times, yelling at us that it was fake, at times even getting in my photographer's face. We were rolling as we came face to face with him for the first time.
You're looking for the right person to give you the correct answer, and then you want to put them on TV.
We're not actually
I sat here and I was following you around.
Stay open or close down. After months of back and forth, tensions are boiling over.
You want to tell the people we want to shut it down. We want to open it up.
How did we get here? What led up to this man yelling at us? Let's rewind. We decided to head to Fort Myers Beach to put a simple poll together, asking people whether or not Florida should roll back on reopening.
But now, more and more people that we know are sick.
I think it's just hurting so many people. I mean, the business owners.
We talked to many people on both sides. People pretty split. Then came this guy.
We want to open up the economy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we want to open it back up.
This was the first of 3 times he came up to my photographer and I.
You've been following us around.
You mind if I
I've
put
been
a
following
yes?
you around too.
The other times off camera, getting more aggressive, calling us and our poll a lie.
You're looking for that answer to shut it down.
The answer we were looking for, the truth on how people felt either way. These outbursts showing a deeper problem of how politicized the coronavirus has become. At times, this man even told us we ruined his teen daughter's birthday. To be clear, this poll was not scientific and we were not fudging any votes. In fact, we wanted to stay out longer and talk with more people, but that didn't happen. We are safe, but we just wanted to show you how divided people are. In Fort Myers Beach, Jessica Babb, NBC2. Deputies say when he was coming into the Reflection Isles community, he was estimated going about 100 miles an hour. His need for speed, putting others in danger.
People drive crazy and it's scary.
A scary sight, speeding down their street.
A car that came speeding through the neighborhood and almost hit some people.
Zipping and zooming through Reflection Isles in Fort Myers.
There's a lot of families which have young children. Somebody could have really gotten hurt.
Deputies say the driver, 37-year-old Ryan Weber, was on drugs. He was caught and cuffed. His joyride ending with jail time.
I'm really glad they got him.
Barreling down Palomino Lane, deputies say he got in the gated community, going in through the exit.
There were a lot of sirens, a lot of police activity.
A deputy spotting him going in.
Because there was about 5 or 6 unmarked police cars there, and they're all at the gate area.
The road turning into a racetrack.
We went for a walk later on that night. We saw big tire marks in the grass that went over the curb of the one sidewalk.
Weber eventually leaving, even driving away from deputies.
It's only one way out.
Deputies later tracking him down, making the arrest.
Thankfully, no one was hurt.
This video, the moment he was released from the hospital today after being evaluated. What would you want to tell this guy?
Oh, you don't want to put that on there. Honest. that guy? No. We don't televise those kind of things.
Weber's facing charges for fleeing and reckless driving.
Wrong choice of communities to get into.
Weber has been arrested before for theft, robbery, battery, and fleeing police. In Fort Myers, Jessica Babb, NBC2.